Buenas tardes. 2 meses que no subo video. Se supone que subo una cada mes. Me cago en la... Hoy les traigo la segunda parte de Jenny y Cloud. Después de 2 meses. No hay excusas. Simplemente... no sé. Sin más que decir, ¡corre video! Sigamos. Ok.
One of Jenny's earliest memories was making raspberry jam with her mum.
It's the perfect substitute for blood in class demonstrations. And better tasting than the pig's blood the textbook recommends.
Sangre de cerdo que... ¿Qué? Uy. Seminario esqueleto.
Looking rather trim today, Ethan. New diet? What's the matter? Lost your funny bone?
Comí la lengua. Humores tontos de niño, pero me encantan. Aquí.
Becoming a great detective took more than book smarts.
Okay.
You needed real-life experience.
Experiencia
And Jenny
real.
was always on the lookout for a chance to get her hands dirty.
Bien. Sí, ahora sí, los dos. Estas. Artes de galería. Espera. Ok, aquí abajo hay un papel.
It's one of the students' term papers. You can tell by the terrible handwriting and erroneous conclusions. Mom must have put them behind the chalkboard.
Ok. Ella. Ok. No había entendido.
Found you. Time to get out of here.
Ok. Vámonos.
Jenny looked around the room one last time. Leave?
Sí, vámonos. Uy.
Okay, so she wasn't really dead. That would be silly. No, Jenny was alive and well and ready for another perfect day in Arthurton.
Ey. ¿Esto es una universidad? ¿Fue eso, gatos?
What a mess. I should investigate.
Vamos. Ok.
Jenny had an instinct for sorting treasure from trash.
Tesoros y basura.
To the untrained eye, this was just a discarded piece of an old postcard.
Ok.
But to Jenny, it was a mystery waiting to be solved.
Era un misterio por resolver.
I should keep my eyes open for any other pieces.
La postal desconcertante. Hay que buscar más pistas.
The notice board was awash with flyers, personal ads, and the occasional
Y
piece of
algún trozo
garbage.
de chicle.
I'm amazed anyone can find anything on here.
Fortunately, Jenny had a useful trick to use in a situation like this.
Un truco muy útil. A ver,
Momo
enseña.
says, a great detective eliminates the noise. Focus on the details, and you'll find clarity in the chaos.
Ok.
I wonder if anyone else reads this junk. Hold on. What's this? Oh no, they've extended curfew hours again.
Otra vez, ¿toque de queda? 9 de la noche hasta el amanecer. Disculpa las molestias mientras mejoramos su red eléctrica. ¿Pero por qué?
9 p.m. to sunrise? That's ridiculous.
Oye, yo he tenido toques de... No, toque de queda no. Pero me he quedado sin luz desde una semana. Esta nada más me duermo y listo.
But necessary. Power outages had become a regular occurrence in town.
Se habían convertido en algo habitual de la ciudad. Un día normal en mi casa.
It was dangerous to be wandering around after dark.
Era peligroso andar por ahí atrás de la...
It won't be long before we need a permit to go out at all.
Tetronal, daremos un permiso para poder salir a la calle. Ah. Bueno. Me equivoqué.
Hey, you!
¡Hey, tú!
Oh, hi there.
What are you
Hello.
doing back there?
Well, I was pruning. But then I discovered the cerulean bugberry bush.
Discovered? These bushes are all over Arthurton.
Actually,
En
this
realidad,
is an incredibly rare bloom.
brota
There's nothing
extremadamente
rare
extraño.
about Arthurton.
En Arthurton no hay nada extraño.
I beg to differ.
Siento disculpa.
Arthurton has many beautiful and exotic plants.
Plantas bellas y exóticas. A ver, vamos a ver
Really?
qué
Like
dice.
what?
¿Serio? ¿Cómo cuál?
Mushrooms with eyes that glow in the dark.
Setas con pintas que brillan en la oscuridad.
Berries that emit a bioluminescent mist.
Bayas que emanan una bruma bioluminiscente.
And flowers with nectar as sticky as superglue.
Flores
Where?
conectar tan pegadas.
I've never seen any of those things.
Oye, ¿qué pedo? ¿Qué pedo?
Well, believe me, they do exist. I've had the pleasure of seeing them up close. That's one of the privileges of working for Dean Strasberry in his greenhouse. Anyway, I should get back to work. I want everything to be perfect for the Dean's retirement celebration.
Jubilación del decano. Wow. Mira, ahí no.
Signs and decorations adorned the entire campus.
Correcto.
A party
Ok.
to celebrate the dean's impending retirement.
Jubilación del decano. Ok. ¿Le puedo ayudar? No. Ah, ay no. Me equivoqué. Él es el
Hello,
decano.
Mr. Strasberry. How are you today?
¿Cómo se encuentra? Apareció decano de Gumball,
A
tío
jolly
suplente de todo el mundo.
gentleman, the dean was often seen shaking hands and kissing babies around town.
He's also Mom's boss.
El jefe de mamá.
But more than that, he was her loyal friend.
¿Su amigo leal?
What do you think, Jenny?
¿Tú qué opinas, Jenny?
The dean had dedicated his life to Gumboldt, and the townspeople had spared no expense in their tribute to him.
Quite a striking resemblance, Mr. Strasberry.
Parecido destacable, señor
It's a
Strawberry.
scary thing, Jenny.
Algo aterrador.
Retirement.
Great excuse for a party, though. What will you do when you're no longer the dean?
I've been trying not to think about it.
No pensar en ello.
This place won't be the same without you.
Things change, Jenny. Time marches on, and we must do our best to adapt.
Si el tiempo pasa y tenemos que hacer lo que podamos para adaptarnos.
It's going to be difficult, but I'm sure we will get through it.
What do you
Sí.
mean, we?
Juntos.
Do you think they made my belly too big?
¿Me han hecho la barriga demasiado grande? Ser simpática
It's probably just the perspective, Mr. Strasberry.
por la perspectiva. No quiero ser malo.
You are a clever one, Jenny LeClue.
Hey,
Speaking of which,
hablando de eso,
have you been practicing your detective skills?
claro que sí.
Have I? Of course, always.
Always. Siempre.
Well then, I have a challenge for you.
Ok, desafío.
I bet you can't guess what I ate for breakfast.
Ah,
At last, a real challenge for Jenny.
desafío de verdad para
A
Jenny.
fiendishly difficult puzzle that would take all her wits to solve.
Diableca. Aceptar a mayores, respetarlos en otro momento. Entonces,
Well, okay.
bueno,
Anything for you, Mr. Strasberry.
Oh, how wonderful.
But first,
pero
I need
antes
to ask you a few questions.
tengo que hacer unas preguntas. Uy, interrogatorio.
Can't be dandruff. He has no hair. I have a hunch it's powdered sugar. Looks like he accidentally put a spoon in his pocket instead of his pen.
A thick bundle of note cards poked out of the dean's pocket.
What's he keeping so close to his chest? You've been making a lot of notes, Mr. Strasberry.
¿Es todo?
I was intending to make a speech on Saturday.
Why have you scratched out so much of it?
Your mother suggested I keep it short. And quite right, too. I must have rewritten it 20 times by now.
20
I just can't
veces.
seem to find the right words.
Ok. Ok. Ah, no.
The dean didn't button his shirt properly. It looks like a bloodstain, but the seeds indicate otherwise.
Casi una hora
His watch
atrasado.
is slow. That's unlike the dean. He's usually very punctual. Your watch is 45 minutes slow.
Is it? Oh my. That explains why there was no cheesecake left in the cafeteria. My head's not screwed on today. Thank goodness you noticed, or I'd be late for my meeting with your mother.
Oh, really? She didn't mention anything to me.
Oh, well, of course she wouldn't.
Okay.
It's nothing important.
Why
¿Qué
are you
pasa
meeting
ahí?
them?
It's just, she's helping me finalize my plans for,
Ah. Sospechoso, ¿eh?
Your party?
yes, that's it. My retirement party. Thank you.
Are you okay, Mr. Strasberry?
Of course. Now let me just fix my watch before I forget. Now, where were we?
Ipsa
Fraternidad.
Scientia Potestas Est. Looks like Latin.
Parece latín.
Your ring sure looks old.
It was made for my grandfather.
Para mi abuelo.
He passed it down to my father, who passed it down to me. And when the time comes, I'll pass it on to my son.
The Stroudsbury family had been champions of education for generations.
Oh,
What does the inscription mean?
Knowledge itself is power.
conocimiento en sí mismo es poder. Conocimiento es
The
poder.
inquisitive spirit is a mighty thing, Jenny.
Ok.
And nothing is as important as the truth.
No hay nada tan importante como la verdad. Hojas.
For the Dean, being covered in plant life was not unusual. His work as a botanist was renowned.
Botánica. Ok.
Looks like you're carrying some extra baggage today, Mr. Stroudsbury.
Well, I do have a lot on my mind.
I was referring to your legs.
Oh, thank you. I have been doing my daily calisthenics.
No, I mean the sticky stuff on your pants.
What?
¿Qué?
Oh! Hitchhikers.
Invitados no
I've
deseados.
been working on a new orchid hybrid in my greenhouse.
Híbrido de orquídea en
They're
invernadero.
beautiful, but the leaves are quite clingy.
Hojas
I
bastante
will say,
pegajosas.
I am looking forward to spending more time in the dirt.
The Dean was a big fan of the Gumboldt Moonbeams,
Okay.
and not just because his son was a prominent figure on the team.
Well, a bench warmer anyway.
Calienta banquillos.
So, what do you think, Jenny? Can you guess what I had for breakfast?
Sure, Mr. Stroudsbury. I've got everything I need to solve this mystery.
¿Qué desayunó el
What did the
decano?
Dean eat for breakfast?
Botón en la camisa y pajarillas.
Jam on his shirt and powdered sugar on his tie. The evidence
Madonna.
points strongly to the Dean's breakfast consisting of 1, maybe 2 donuts.
¿Qué específico con las dos? Más puedo
What
encontrar.
else can I tell about the Dean's morning?
Se llevar un boli, 45 minutos de retraso. Tal señales de un hombre
The
distraído.
Dean had
No es muy
neglected
propio
to
el
wind his
decano,
pocket
preocupado.
watch. The act of a distracted man. This resulted in his whole routine being thrown off, which might explain why he has a spoon in his pocket instead of a pen.
Ok.
You
Preocupado
had a
entonces.
donut for breakfast.
Dona para desayunar.
Yes?
I'm guessing
Fresa, frambuesa. Fresa.
strawberry.
How did you know?
That part was easy. You always have donuts for breakfast. But something else caught my attention.
Hay otra cosa que me llama la atención.
Oh?
I think you have something on your mind, Mr. Stroudsbury.
Algo que le preocupa.
You are usually a picture of precision and punctuality. But
Uy.
today, there's a spoon in your pocket and your shirt button is undone.
My, you really are a Leclue. Your father would be so proud.
Ah,
Thanks. Well, I should be going. I'm meeting your son by the lake.
ok. He quedado con su hijo junto al lago.
And I'm meeting your mother in the library.
Sospechoso, ¿no les parece?
What a small world this is.
Too small.
Y que lo
A
diga.
perfectly small world with everything in its right place.
Who would want to change that?
¿Quién iba a querer cambiar eso?
Pardon?
¿Perdón?
Nothing. See you on Saturday.
See you Saturday.
Yes. Until we meet again, Jenny Leclue.